The cameraman stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're making me smell like a dairy product.
Come
Put it
on.
in your mouth. Let it ferment. I need some cheese after.
All right, open your mouth, Cundle.
All right, look, I'm going to do this for the camera. I'm only going to do it once.
All right.
Move the bucket.
Okay.
Move the bucket.
All right, Cundle. You can do it, pal. Get in there.
Look, I've got to take this outfit back to you know where.
All right, pal. Just
I'm lying in the milk. I'm lying in the milk. Oh, this is the strangest
You're
position I've ever been in, but I think the cow likes the attention.
This is once only. Only Cundle would brave something like
Well, there you go. There's one for you at home. Where's Mike Whitney? I bet he's waiting to dare me, isn't he?
Yeah.
There he is back there. Good one, Michael. I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
Dorothy's waiting for me. She wants a bit of attention too.
We'll see you right after this. Hello and welcome to the Cheese News.
First up, it's over to a very clever young little cheeseoid.
Thanks, fellas. Cheeseoids, meet Greg Smith. Greg Smith is a child genius. That's right. He's even brainier than a sound man. You see, Greg has been not just reading books, but memorising them since he was 14 months old. And he's been doing difficult sums since he was 2. Well, now he's ready for the next step. He's 9 years old and he's off to university. Good on you, Greg. See if you can do something about that haircut. One day, Greg hopes to be either a sound man or the President of the United States. He just can't decide. Mark the Soundman with Greg the Child Genius, Cheese News.
And I've got it on good authority he watches Cheese TV for breakfast.
Ferris wheels. We think we've found the biggest one yet.
Ah, good on you, fellas. Welcome to London Cheeseoids, where they are building the world's biggest Ferris wheel. Yes, it was built on its side over the River Thames and then meant to be raised into position 400 feet above London's Houses of Parliament, like this computer image shows, except it didn't work out this way. Lots of people gathered around to watch a few cables snap and not much else. The designers are now having a real good think about things. Mark the Soundman on the River Thames. I'll keep you informed. Cheese News.
Thank you, Mark, for 2 great reports. As we've got the new Pokemon video coming up, it looks to be very good. Pokemon people very excited about that. But now, it's here. The coming of Pokemon Series 2. Please enjoy.
What do you think of that? Not bad, eh?
That's very good.
Oh, Ryan's
Well done.
Ryan's the cutest.
Yeah, I
Wait
know.
a second, I think I know who this is from. My secret admirer, Michelle.
Must have reception
Oh, it's from
problems
Megan.
up there.
Oh, I shouldn't let her. I shouldn't have let Megan know that.
Karen's
Just
reading
give
that
it to
one.
me.
All right, you read
What's
it.
this?
Just because you think you're driving.
Hey, look.
That's right, you have to take over.
Haven't even gone else yet.
All right, hello Ryan and Jade, and it says Ryan's name is first because he's the cutest.
Oh,
Yes, I have my
times. So how do you feel?
Not
Right
bad
now,
at all.
how do you
no?
feel good?
Oh, yeah, not bad.
All
He's going all
My
red.
self-esteem is going out the window.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Oh, there goes your car.
There goes the car. Okay, my name is Megan and I'm 14 years old. I think your show is the best cartoon show around, and if it ever goes off the air, then I will be very, very sad. So please make sure it doesn't happen, or we will. My favourite cartoons are Pokemon and Earthworm Jim. And say hello to everyone at Year 10 at Como Senior High School in Perth. And that's from
Hey!
Megan.
Well, I don't have to worry about the comedy anymore. I'm the cutest.
That's right,
All my
Ryan.
fans are writing in saying, "Oh, you don't need to be funny. You're the best."
That's
I
right.
wouldn't rely too heavily on that.
That's
listen
right,
to
mate. Hey, we're going to be back right after the Pokemon.
He's blushing. Look, he's still...
I don't think this is Grouchland, Bert.
Don't be silly, Ernie. Of course this is Grouchland. We gotta find Elmo's blanket.
I'm scared, Bert.
Don't be silly. I think I found Elmo. It's right up there.
Well, hi, Elmo. We've been looking for you everywhere.
Bert, Ernie! Hey, wait a minute. You're not Ernie, you're not Bert.
Very clever, Elmo.
Then They're just two crazy-looking kids.
Well, you're just gonna run with it, aren't you, Elmo?
Okay. What do you want, Bird? What do you want, honey?
Elmo, we're here to talk to the Cheezoids. Do you know who Cheezoids are?
No?
Cheezoids are Cheese TV viewers. And, well, we want to ask you a few questions about your movie.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, what was it like having your own movie, man?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. All of Elmo's friends got to do this movie, and it was fun.
Wow.
I know one thing.
Yeah, I say things now and then when there's a little gap to fill. Elmo, all right?
Okay.
So tell us, why did you need to find this blanket? What was so special
because
about
it's Elmo's favorite special thing in the whole world.
Wow.
It keeps Elmo warm, and it plays with Elmo, too.
Wow.
Hey, Elmo.
Convenient.
Elmo, what I wanted to ask was, what's it like in Grouchland? Because I'm a little scared, man. I wasn't going to go down there.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, but it's silly. It's very different.
Well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
not bad,
a good
huh?
word.
Not bad. See how it's
How do
starting
you
out?
know, That's That's a question.
Oh, okay.
How old are you, Elmo?
Almost 3.5.
3.5.
3.5.
Wow. There you go, kids. 3.5.
Is that okay with you?
That's okay,
Okay,
Elmo.
good.
Now, what was your favorite part of Grouchland?
Oh, wow. I'm getting to hear Vanessa Williams sing. She was the queen of trash.
The Queen of Trash? That's right, she was the Queen of Trash. I didn't know it was Vanessa Williams.
Oh, and another favorite part of Elmo's was the fireflies.
The Fireflies.
That's
good.
Tell us about them.
Well, they helped Elmo get out of this big cave.
Big cave. It was very scary.
Cave, not cave. Cave.
Can I ask you something, Elmo?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to actually make the whole film? Did it take long?
It took very long.
Did it?
Yeah, but long? Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's
didn't mean
okay,
to hit
Elmo.
you.
Did you have your own trailer?
No.
No?
No. We just played and we stayed together. It was fun.
So you didn't get star treatment?
Star treatment, what's that?
You mean you didn't have a Winnebago?
No, it's not good.
What's a Winnebago?
A Winnebago, like where a star hangs out, like you.
No, Elmo has a tricycle.
Oh, really? You didn't have any makeup people on the job?
Makeup. Elmo doesn't need makeup.
You know what? You're right. That is lovely.
Yeah.
What is that, silk? That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, I'm sorry
Very
about
nice. Elmo, I
Oh,
want to
they're
ask
telling
you
us to
something.
wrap it up.
To wrap it up. Okay. Hey, what are they doing? Are they going like this,
Yeah,
huh?
they're going like this.
Well, Elmo, we want a little kiss before we go.
that. Come on.
Is that all right on the
No,
cheek?
you look too crazy. Elmo's getting...
Elmo, wait a second. Well, looks like it's just us again, huh?
Wouldn't kiss us.
No, he wouldn't. Well,
Well.
I guess... Hey, you love Pokemon, Elmo. Just...
Get out of here.
We're talking to Kevin Glass, the man who is Elmo. How you going,
How
Kevin?
you doing? How's things?
We can lose this. Hey, nice to
You
meet you,
take off the
man.
nose now. That's good.
Yeah. Phew. Now, what's it like being a puppeteer for Sesame Street?
Well, it's a lot of fun. I mean, the show is going into, it's like 30 years on television, and it's great. I mean, the performers and the cast and the crew has been there forever from the beginning, and it's like a big family. So we have a great time.
Wow, great stuff. How many other characters do you do? Is it just Elmo?
No. I also perform Benny Bunny, which is like a grouch bunny. There's a little baby named Natasha. There's also a seal named Wolfgang, and Hoots the Owl, which is like a jazz
Hoots the Owl, I know Hoots.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Cool. Tell us about what it was like doing the movie with Elmo.
It was a lot of fun. It was really intense because we only had a short period of time to shoot it. We only had 30 days to shoot it. And actually we got finished shooting it in like 29, so we were very happy about
Big
that.
wrap.
But no, it was major. It was major. It was a lot of hard work, but we got through it, and hopefully it'll be successful.
What's it like hanging out down at Sesame Street? Like,
It's a lot of fun. I mean, we have all these great celebrities that come by. They love the show, so we get to mingle with them and have a good time also.
What sort of celebrities have you had on?
Oh, geez, we've had Whoopi Goldberg, we've had Glenn Close, we had musical artists like Yo-Yo Ma, and you name it. They come through Sesame Street.
It's really become funky now, hasn't it, Sesame Street? I mean,
Well, it
used to be
always had an edge to it.
Yeah.
They try to stay as topical as they can and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're very out
I mean,
there for
it's hard for
children.
me to talk to you with this.
Definitely.
medium.
I mean, we've never been out
And
there,
this,
have we?
this is like unbelievable.
Come on, check this out.
Oh,
Sorry,
Kieran,
sorry.
you're not
sorry.
already getting to see it.
No, 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 no. No, I
Show what he
got.
really
You'll
looks
got David
like.
Hasselhoff in
I
the
just
old days.
cut this
Come on.
down. I
Kevin
used to
Clash
have
in the
something like
70s.
that.
I bet you did,
Yes,
sir.
please.
Hanging down Brooklyn.
Could never grow an
not go
afro.
there.
No, I could never grow an afro. I was very. It's very traumatic for me, so I don't want to talk
How
about
long would it
now.
take for you to grow an afro, man?
Yeah,
How
come on,
long would it
expose some
take?
of the myths.
I just said I never could do it.
You
I
could never do it,
No,
but
that
if
was
you
guys
put
in-
your mind
no,
to
that
it-
was guys in school
Back
that
to
could
Elmo.
grow. Yes, back to Elmo.
Back to
Thank you.
Elmo.
Thank you.
Sesame Street's like the kingpin of it all. You think?
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Sure. I mean, when you can get into something like you guys enjoy what you're doing.
Oh, definitely.
So I mean, it's a lot of fun to get something that you enjoy doing. You gotta stop it now, okay? I'm trying to be serious.
It's been
I
serious
know
long
I can't
enough.
be for very long with you two.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a pleasure.
No, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
And we'll see you right after this.
Lucky old Andara. She doesn't have to wander up to any more boy giraffes in the playground and say, hello, my name's Andara. What's yours? Mark the sound man, keeping me eyes open for baby giraffes. Cheese news.
Well, let's just hope she finds what she's looking for.
And now for something completely out of this world.
Oh, fellas, stop it. Cheeseoids, NASA's had a garage sale. No toasters and ceramic animals on sale here. It's space stuff. Yes, NASA has auctioned off heaps of cool stuff, like a NASA badge covered in moon dust. They sold that for $28,000. Space gloves from the Gemini project, and Neil Armstrong's spacesuit, which sold for $200,000. By my reckoning, Cheeseoids, they made over $1 million, which is a lot more than we made when I helped Auntie Beryl auction off Uncle Ken's stuff when he went for a walk and never came home. Mark the sound man at the space auction in New York City for Cheese News.
That's right, and now it's over to art with a difference.
Fellas, you are as bad as the Americans. Cheeseoids, they've done it again. The Americans have turned hay bales into an art form. Yes, in Utica, Montana, hay dressing is a competition. The idea is to dress up hay bales into something amusing, like a birthday cake and the full Mont hay. But the winner was Hey Hey, we're the Monk Hays. Oh, that's a little joke about a band from the 60s that Mum and Dad probably liked. Who would have thought about it? They're crazy. Just stop them. Mark the sound man in Utica, Montana for Cheesy Newsy.
Well, that's the last straw. Welcome back, you're watching Cheese TV. Hello, Karen.
Hey, Jade, how you going?
Very well, thank you. It's Discovery Tuesday because we've got Jonathan Nelly here.
How you going, champ? Good.
Did you enjoy Jumanji?
That was excellent, wasn't it?
That was great. As they discover the jungle, we are here and we're going to discover space now. We've just been talking about the moon and the discoveries in 1969 when they first landed there.
That's right.
Jonathan told us all about that. What was the next big discovery, Jonathan?
Well, the next thing was going to Mars, okay? The moon's very close, but Mars is a long way away. And we think that Mars may have now, or may once have had life living there. So they send a robot spacecraft out on these sort of rockets, okay? We saw the moon rocket before. This one's much smaller, but has to go a long, long way.
Yeah.
Look how fast it goes up into the space. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
And watch this. Its booster rockets will fall off in a second. Right at the top there, it's got a little robot spacecraft. It's going to go all the way to Mars. Hundreds of millions of kilometres, right?
How many?
Hundreds of millions of kilometres. This is how it landed on the planet. It was protected by these big airbags.
Wow.
It bounced along and then it came to a rest and then it all folded like this. And you get into the spacecraft. And it sent back signals from that antenna in the bottom left-hand corner there, all the way back to Earth, hundreds of millions of kilometres away. That's what it looked like. See the thing in the front there? That's a little rover. And you see that thing that came up?
Yeah.
That was its camera where it took these pictures
Oh, okay.
of the lunar surface. Sorry, the Martian surface. Isn't it amazing?
Now, what did they find? I mean, what was it all for?
Well, what they were trying to do was find out what the conditions were like on Mars now, whether there's any water there, what the atmosphere's like, and what the temperatures are, what the wind is like. You know, Mars is very, very different to Earth in lots of ways.
Yeah.
It's got a very thin atmosphere, and it gets all the radiation from the sun. You wouldn't last 5 minutes on Mars. It's a very harsh place, yeah.
Wow.
But we're going to go back, and we're going to look for signs of life in ancient riverbeds and ancient hot springs and that sort of places. And and maybe even bring samples of Mars back to Earth and test them in our laboratories, because there could still be microbes living on Mars.
Microbes?
Yeah, microbes. You won't find little green men, that sort of thing running about now, but there might be microbes.
Microbes? That's what we're hoping for as earthly people. We want to find Martians, and Jonathan's here to explain how we're about to do that. Thank you for that, Karen, and we're off to our favourite cartoons. Karen's favourite, she loves it. Yep, the Pokemon.
Oh, I mean, he's the guy who's actually responsible, really, for the crossover of rock and roll to a big mainstream audience.
He was stereotyped at the end, wasn't he? Poor old
He was stereotyped, even though he did a lot of great stuff at the end of his career. But he was actually discovered, speaking of discoveries, back in the early 50s in Sun Studios. There's a studio run by a guy called Sam Phillips, and his secretary, actually, Elvis had already been down there and recorded a few like demo songs and stuff. And Sam Phillips always said that if he could find a white guy that could sing like a Negro, he'd make $1 million.
Yeah.
And he already sort of had a band together, and he was looking for a singer, and his secretary actually remembered Elvis Presley. And so he brought Elvis in, and Elvis started singing. The minute that Sam Phillips heard Elvis sing, he just went, whoa, this is the man. And basically, history was born then. There's a great album called The Sun Sessions, if you ever want to check that out.
Yeah. Apparently he was recording a song for his mother's birthday, wasn't he? As I recall, I've been watching the documentaries on the...
My Happiness.
My Happiness,
exactly,
really?
which is actually available on a CD you can get now. Huh? So, yeah, Elvis the King, he rocks.
Right, here we go. Number 2 in your selection, the Beatles.
Okay, which is your number 1 selection?
Well, yes. You know, I'm a big fan of the Beatles, always have been.
Yeah.
Always will be, maybe.
Exactly.
So tell us.
Okay, well, the Beatles actually been around for quite a while as a band before they actually sort of put out their first record. They've been playing over in Hamburg and Germany, and then when they came back to London, Liverpool, they built up quite a following in a club called The Cavern, which is a very famous place.
And then they were discovered by Brian Epstein.
Brian Epstein, whose father actually ran a record store, or like a department store, and he actually noticed all these kids coming in asking for like a Beatles record. They'd actually co-sung on a song by a guy called Tony Sheridan. Yeah. Anyway, they were coming through, looking through the records, and basically he was a good businessman, Brian Epstein, very astute. So he went down to the Cavern to see the band, and basically saw them. The place was packed, and actually said the reason he wanted to sign them up and be their manager was he was equally as impressed with their personalities as he was with their music.
Yes. All right. Interesting fact for you. You see the footage playing behind there? That was a big around-the-world hookup that the Beatles were playing for, and they chose All You Need Is Love to play for the whole world.
That's right, with Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones singing as well.
Well, he wasn't singing, he was in the audience, but...
backup.
Yes. Anyway, we're going to get out of that awkward situation. Thank you very much for talking about that and defining what my imagination is. Thank you very much, Joe. We'll be right back. Here's Pop Keeper.